I just want to take a moment here to say that a few days prior to basically completing this video, my father had suffered from a major heart attack and ended up passing away. And I didn't know at the time whether I should just completely scrap this video, because I knew that finishing the editing and everything, going back and rewatching stuff, was going to be extremely difficult, which it was. But my dad watched these videos and he loved watching them with my mom, so I feel that finishing this video and uploading it is something I should do for him, because I knew he would have wanted me to. I really don't know what else to say here, other than just to my dad, I love you very much and I miss you, and I wish that you were still here with us today. So, thank you all very much in advance for watching this, and, you know, I don't know if these flea market videos are going to continue, because it's going to be really, really difficult for me to even think about going to the flea market anymore, because this was my dad and my thing together. This is how we bonded on a every Sunday basis. I mean, we bonded well anyway, but this was our thing, you know? So, I don't know. I just don't know. But again, thank you all. Thank you all very much for watching and understanding the situation. So I guess I should point out before I start this video how annoyed I am with my phone. I don't know what the deal was when I was recording, but the phone was acting weird with the audio, creating loud pops and other various noises. And there was even some shit going on with the camera's focus as well. Therefore, there was a lot of footage that was rendered unusable because of how bad it was. You may hear some strange audio throughout this video, but it's nowhere near as bad as the parts I had to cut out. It really sucks because there was at least another 5 or so minutes of stuff I wanted to show off, but oh well, there's nothing I can do about it now. I actually kind of like that frog sign thing. Yeah, beer. It's not bad. Do it froggy style. Oh, it's just a poster.
Yeah, that they laminate.
Yeah. Okay. It's not bad though. Even the frame.
I know.
Yeah. They are neat.
How much are the cars?
I was just marking it 35, and you tell me.
We came back to these neat little Coca-Cola cars later thinking, oh shit, someone probably snapped these up already. But no, we were totally shocked that they were still here. They both had the boxes with them and they were in good condition. Dad ended up buying the yellow one for 20 bucks, and I kinda wish he would have bought both. Well, this is the first time I've really ever seen a semi-realistic gun attachment thing for the Wii. Come to think of it, I should have asked how much he wanted for it just out of sheer curiosity.
This must turn. That turns.
Yes, beer factory.
Yeah.
It's making beer. It's brand new. I had a box over here for it. New in the box.
What are you asking for it?
$50.
Okay. Thanks.
All right.
Yeah, I'm still holding out for that Super 8 camera to go with my Super 8 film editor at home. There was a lot of these action figures from various cartoons, and it's really not my sort of thing, honestly. A guy probably a little bit younger than me asked the seller how much he wanted for everything. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to hear how much he wanted for it all. Yeah, a lot of sports titles here and super common games, but hey, there was some good stuff here. Plenty of different SOCOMs, that Call of Duty ain't that bad, Conflict Denied Ops, and even Ace Combat 4. 2 for $5 wouldn't be a bad deal at all if I didn't already own all of these. I've bought plenty of games from this guy before. Really nice guy, always gives me deals even without me asking for them. All of those PS2 and Xbox games were $1 a piece, and the Wii and 360 ones were $2. At these prices, I have no problem snagging anything that I don't have. Believe it or not, this is just one of the 3 guys who was selling these SNES classics here. Keep in mind, the thing was just released a few days before this flea market took place. Each one had various prices ranging from $200 to at the lowest $120. I hope Nintendo does the smart thing and releases a lot more of these systems, but Nintendo has always been horrible about keeping their inventory in stock when it comes to game systems. I highly doubt that will change anytime soon. Speaking of Nintendo, there's a handful of NES games here, some with the manuals and some complete with the box. And there's also a zapper here.
How much on the NES games?
They're $5 a piece, or I'll make a deal on the whole.
What's the whole stack?
I do $20 on all of it.
That's with the zapper?
That's with the zapper.
Okay, I'll do it.
I will willingly admit that I don't know shit about the prices of most Nintendo games, but $20 seemed like a pretty good deal. Well, there's a ton of 360 games here with a great price tag of $3 a pop, but I only want exclusives for this system. And not only that, I already own all the exclusives this person was selling. Don't get too excited by all these games. This guy is a reseller. Now, the thing is, I do tend to shit on resellers often, especially douchey ones, but this guy was genuinely really nice. He saw me rifling through the PS2 and Xbox stuff and had told me that he had older NES games on the other side. When I told him I usually try to avoid collecting Nintendo stuff in general, he was really shocked by that. We had talked for, I don't know, about 10 minutes about collecting and games in general, and like I said, he was really nice. But I didn't end up buying anything from him. In fact, I didn't even ask for prices either, because I had a feeling they were going to be a little bit more than what I was willing to spend. Now, I should address my whole I try to avoid Nintendo stuff comment, because I'm sure I rifled some panties. The problem I have is that a lot of people at flea markets, antique shops, hell, even thrift stores nowadays, see Nintendo games, especially cartridge-based ones, as gold, no matter how incredibly common and cheap the games actually are. Like, I can't even begin to tell you how many times I've seen people mark something like a Mario Duck Hunt for over 20, even $30. Now, I will buy retro Nintendo stuff if I can get a good price for them, but a vast majority of the time, I can get a better deal on those kinds of games at a disc replay than at a flea market or wherever else.
That is kind of neat.
It's got an angry face.
Yeah, that's neat, ain't it?
And you don't have to carve it every year.
Pumpkin every year. In 2 or 3 years, it pays for
They
itself.
did
Even that
pretty good on
rack's
it.
nice.
It's got wheels on it.
Outside of that awesome handmade pumpkin, we found a kinda interesting barometer for cheap. No idea how or if the thing works, but even as a display piece, it looks pretty cool. There was plenty of games here with good prices. PS2 games were $2 and the PS3 games were $4 a piece. I ended up grabbing Juice 2, Smuggler's Run 2, and Bully for $5. I kinda wish I grabbed that WWE 12 game they had. Oh well, I can still find it at GameStop for $5. Yeah, I've seen this guy's stuff before. He added a lot more games than the last time, but the problem is his prices. They were far too high, and some were even double or triple what they actually go for on both eBay and at used game stores. Yet another of the many Wiis I've seen with missing covers. What the fuck do people do with them? Throw them away?
Nothing I don't have.
$2 for the can.
Oh, that. I didn't even notice that. It's weird. That's cool. Kind of holding out for an enduro.
Yeah. It's four-stroke 125.
What are you asking?
15 miles on it.
What are you asking?
1,500. You can't beat that price.
That's not bad.
I don't know. $1,500 for this basically brand new dirt bike with under 30 miles is actually kind of worrying. Honestly, I don't know what dirt bikes go for, but this seems kind of like a scary cheap price, you know? I do really want a dirt bike, but the only ones that I want are the street legal enduros like these. Maybe there's nothing wrong with this bike. I mean, he did start it up immediately, and even told me I could take it for a quick ride if I was really interested. Problem for me is that I really don't have a use for a dirt bike like this. It needs to be street legal. The only concern I have with this bundle is whether or not the actual system still works. It is bundled with plenty of really good games though. I have to pass on even making an offer since I already own most of what was in here.
What version are they? No.
There's different versions
There's different
of
names
them.
besides North Face. There's a different
have
brand
one
inside.
beside this.
Either Bionic, Bionic 2, things like that. I'm saying thing.
Oh, okay. I have one like this.
Oh.
See like this? See how this tag says like Denali? Okay, so then there's a different brand for things like that.
At least he has them out to where you can touch them.
Yeah, the other
The other guys are real spread.
Jesus Christ, Mom. These are scrotum.
The scrotum that my mom was talking about was another seller trying to pass off these North Face sweaters as the real deal for just $10. But he would not allow you to touch the material, try them on, nothing. He has a fit whenever people start doing that. Hello, huge red flag, people. So, at the end of our adventures to the flea markets, we spotted this Yamaha jacket. Unfortunately, I couldn't show any of the footage because of the fucked video, but it was in great shape. The only thing wrong with it was a broken zipper on the left sleeve, but who cares, I can get that fixed without an issue. He wanted only $40 for it, and that is cheap as hell for a jacket like this. The main reason I wanted this so bad was because I own a UK imported 1985 Yamaha, and I really wanted a motorcycle jacket, and since this is a Yamaha motorcycle jacket, this works out perfectly. The major problem here is that I didn't have the money on me since I already spent what I had. However, my mom and dad decided to buy it for me instead of just loaning me $40 for it. They did not have to do that. I could have paid them back instantly, but it was very, very nice of them to do that for me, and I thanked them like 5 or 6 times afterwards. And that about does it for today's flea market video, everyone. I apologize if this one wasn't as good as others, but hey, this was totally out of my control. Thank you all very much for watching as always, and if you would like to be a patron, there is a link in the description below. Sadly, this might be the last flea market video for the season, since it is late and all, but you never know. Take care, everyone.